Now, I want you to question yourself this. Why do you wake up bloated even when you have skipped your dinner? Why are you gaining fat even when you are eating really healthy? Why does your digestion feel amazing on one day and totally off the next? And why, no matter how hard you train, that stubborn fat just refuses to go? That's the question behind this entire video. It's why you're gaining fat even when you eat healthy. And the answer is going to surprise you. And trust me, no fitness influencer is going to talk about it. And if you're wondering why, because it is free. It's not a product to sell, yet it's the single most powerful thing when it comes to your weight loss. Your digestion, your bloated belly, literally everything. And if you're someone who is counting calories, or maybe you're eating really clean, or you're struggling to lose that fat, you're eating out of sync with the sun. Yes, the sun, which is the OG nutritionist. Now, I know this is going to be surprising for you to believe. Like, the sun, how is that even possible? And how does the sun help in all of this? Well, let me explain why ancient wisdom and cutting edge science both agree on this thing, which is if you don't eat with your circadian rhythm, you're literally fighting your own body. So let's get started because it's time for me to blow your mind. Now, the sun doesn't digest your food, but it tells your body when to start. So your body runs on a circadian rhythm, which is a 24-hour internal clock that is regulated mainly by light exposure. Now, this rhythm, it controls when your digestive system is the most primed to do its job. So from producing enzymes and your stomach acid to moving food efficiently through the gut. And here's the truth. They never taught us. We've been taught to count calories, but nobody told us how to count the sunlight because your digestion, your fat burning, and even your hormones, they are not controlled by your willpower or some cool trending diet that you see on social media. They are controlled by the sun. And this circadian rhythm or the 24-hour clock, it controls everything from your metabolism to your mood. So when you wake up, when your eyes just detect that sunlight in the morning, it activates the suprachiasmatic nucleus in your brain, basically the master circadian clock. Now, this clock signals other peripheral clocks, which is including your gut, to prepare for digestion by doing something like stimulating the production of digestive enzymes. It makes it increase the bile flow from the liver, enhancing insulin sensitivity so that your cells can use glucose very efficiently. And it also wakes up the gut motility, which is your bowel movements. And when you eat in sync with that clock, your food turns into energy. But when you eat out of that sync, your food turns into fat. Now, here's what most people don't really realize. Now, your gut has a clock, like literally a clock, just like your brain has a master clock, which is your SCN. Your stomach and intestines, they also have their own clocks that respond to light and also respond to food. Now, when the sun rises, your digestive fire, or what Ayurveda calls as Agni, also rises. And by midday, it's at its strongest. And after sunset, it's basically asleep. So if you're eating late at night, it's like you're trying to run a washing machine with no electricity. So food just sits there, half digested, fermenting, causing bloating, gas, indigestion, and even fat gain. So if you're eating dinner at 10 p.m. and wondering, why your tummy looks like you're pregnant by morning, well, this is why. And I want you to go back in time and let's rewind a little bit. What did our ancestors do before the watches, the alarms, the calorie tracking apps that we had? Like, what do they do? They woke up with the sun, they worked under the sun, and they ate all their meals under the sun. And even Ayurveda says the very same thing. Eat when the sun is at its peak because your Agni or your digestive fire, it mirrors the sun. And I want you to imagine this. The sun is your kitchen stove. When it's high in the sky, the fire is hot, so you can cook literally anything. But once the sun sets, the flame is off. So if you're throwing like a full three-course meal into a cold vessel or a stove, what do you expect? The food is going to rot. That's what happens inside your gut when you eat a heavy meal that late. Now let's talk about hormones. Now the sun doesn't just light up your room, it lights up your biology. And you know how important hormones are when it comes to you gaining or losing weight. And just in case you are not aware of it, well, I do have another video that explains that. So the morning sunlight, well, it triggers cortisol, which wakes you up and it gets your metabolism to start and run. As the sun climbs up, your insulin sensitivity peaks, which means your body is best at processing carbs and sugars during the day. So that same cookie you eat in the day will burn very differently as compared to if you eat it at night. Because at night, melatonin starts rising. That's the sleep hormone, but it also slows down digestion. So if you are eating ice cream while watching Netflix at 11 p.m., guess what? Your insulin response is dead asleep, your digestion is dead asleep, but your fat cells, well, they are wide awake and they're waiting to hoard on everything that you send it. The question is that what do you eat and when do you eat it? Now, let's break this down simply. Now, if you are a morning person who loves to eat breakfast, morning 7 to 9 a.m., start with light, nourishing food like your soaked nuts, seasonal fruit, herbal teas, banana with cinnamon. Why? Because you're still waking up, so that digestive fire is just warming up. Midday, which is around your 12 p.m. to 2 p.m., which is your main meal time, this is your golden window. So eat your largest, heaviest, and most complex meal at this time. This is when your enzymes are the most active, your insulin is sharp, and your body actually knows what to do with the food. So your rice, your dal, your vegetables, your millets, your salads, your sauteed vegetables, sprouts, beans, whatever your main meal is, do it right here. And if you can, after your meal, just give yourself a little bit of sunlight exposure. That's if the sunlight where you stay is not really harsh. Evening, let's say 6 to 7:30, keep it light. Think of soups, khichdi, light sauteed vegetables, or warm herbal teas because your digestion is now slowing down. So don't dump a mountain on it. And after sunset, your kitchen should close just like a temple door because your body is shifting from eating mode to repair mode. And here's why this helps you lose weight naturally. Now, when you eat with the sun, your digestion becomes really efficient, your blood sugar stabilizes, your sleep starts to improve, your fat burning hormones like leptin and adiponectin actually work. And most people struggle to lose fat not because of what they eat, but because of when they eat. And you can also eat all the healthy food in the world that's available, but if you eat it at the wrong time, it becomes the wrong food. And here's what is like a modern trap. Now, we've normalized eating at midnight, having brunches at 1 p.m., and even skipping sunlight like it's optional. But your biology hasn't changed at all because we are wired like ancient humans, and no amount of LED lights, coffee, or anything can change the fact that your gut expects food during the sun hours and not after. And another surprising fact is that we are human, and hue means light. In short, we are light manifesting beings, so which is why eat according to the sun. And even though these ancients they didn't really have any scientific studies, they listened to the sun, the seasons, and their gut. And science now is finally catching up. And even Dr. Lieberman in his book explains that light is not just visual, it's biological. Light is a nutrient, and your cells literally eat light. He says that food is fuel, but light is the spark. And without light, that fuel doesn't ignite. So when you eat without the presence of light, your body doesn't know how to process it properly because sunlight is the ignition key to your metabolism. Because your food isn't about just your calories and how clean you eat, it's about light energy. And your body is a solar powered machine. So do one good thing and eat with the sun. Burn fat the way nature has designed it to be and return to the rhythm your body has always known. Ancient science knew it, modern science is proving it, and now you know it. And if this video blew your mind, well, do share it with someone or one of your friend who eats dinner at 11 p.m. every night. Because this, again, isn't just about food, it's about aligning yourself with your body's natural intelligence. And I will see you in the next video. And until we meet again next, don't stress and be awesome. Russia that.